Quick. All right. Well, welcome. Okay, let's turn the music off. All right, so this is our first day of 30 minutes of qigong. Nothing to be scared about. We are going to be doing this standing, unless someone has an injury or any particular reason why you need to, you need to sit down, it's fine. All the movement can be done standing or seated, but we're going to be standing because I think everybody is good to do that. So you might want to pin me on your screen so you're not seeing everybody else. You can close the side window. I can see you, so that's good. And I can't see all of you, but we'll work on that. So what is qigong? Qigong is basically a Taoist style of yoga. And qigong is a very old practice, started as a meditation practice. And then around 2000 years ago, Damo, who's a Taoist monk, comes in and sees all these, a Buddhist monk, sorry, comes in and see all these Taoist monks kind of withering away. And he says, oh, this is no good, you need a physical practice. And he created a very old practice, which eventually led to Kung Fu, which is the iron shirt, or I always get this mixed up, bone marrow washing, muscle tendon changing classic. I think I got it right. And basically it is the foundation of all martial arts that we know, starting with Kung Fu. And these practices are meant to heal and restore and strengthen the body. So the monks, when taught these practices, would heal the soldiers when they came in to the Buddhist temples after they lost or won a war, and the Taoist temples, and the Taoists would heal them. And then using these practices, so they realized how powerful it made them, and they created all kinds of martial arts styles with it. All right, so that's kind of the short version of the history of qigong. And so they can be referred to, these movements can be referred to as Taoist yoga, since it does come in directly from yoga. So the movements aren't going to be things that you're not familiar with, really. So we're going to begin with a 3 pull downs. So just clearing the air. So we're going to inhale as the arms come up. Exhale, bringing the arms down the front of the chest. So we inhale, drawing up the earth, gathering the heavens. So they call this bringing down the heavens, and clear, connecting the body. And it kind of sets us into the mood, into our space, clearing out anything that's been thinking about, or just kind of clearing out. So now we're in this position, big toes on the floor, little toes. Roll the shoulders back and down. Kind of soften the knees and really secure your footing. So feel your big toes on the floor, pressing into the floor. Feel your little toes kind of spread out. Now I have my socks on. You can have your socks on or go barefoot and take the socks off just because they're getting a little warm. Your feet will warm up pretty quickly, because we're just kind of really trying to root the feet down. So then the knees are going to soften. Your weight stays in your heels though. And you want to feel the full footprint of your feet on the floor. And then we're going to jump up to the head. So allow the crown of your head to open up. And feel your head float up and over your shoulders. So it's very light. The shoulders relax down away from your ears. And your chest hollows and drops inward. Your lower back presses back and out. Your hips kind of sink. Like you're just gonna sit your sit bones on the back, on the edge of a bar stool. Soften your knees. The elbows are going to kind of float outwards from your body as if you were in a saltwater pool or the ocean. Your arms are just kind of floating away from you. We're going to rotate the palms forward slightly. Sink back into the heels. Now we're going to let the breath draw in through the nostrils, down through the windpipe, passing through the diaphragm, entering the lower abdomen. And then the exhale, let that run out of the nostrils. The navel draws back towards your spine. Lift your perineum slightly as you exhale. Inhale through the nose. Let that breath fall into the lower abdomen, then fill the middle abdomen, and then the lungs all the way up to the collarbones. Then we exhale from the collarbones, out the lungs, middle abdomen, lower abdomen, drawing the navel back and perineum up. Now with the next inhale, lift the tongue to the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth. Just let it rest there on the inhale. Let the tongue relax and drop on the exhale as you draw the navel back and perineum up. Just focus on your breath, drawing in through the nostrils, down into the lower abdomen, middle, then upper, 3-part breath. Exhale out of the upper, the middle, and the lower. Lift. Last one. And good. And we'll do a clearing breath. Inhale. And exhale. So we're going to begin with shaking the 9 gates. All right, so this is called shaking the 9 gates, and we kind of know what that stands for, right? And guess. Wrists, elbows, shoulders, the major joint areas of the body, ankles, knees, hips, and then 3 areas of the spine, your lumbar, thoracic, and cervical vertebrae. So we just start with shaking the arms. Let the shoulders kind of go up and release down. Like wet noodles. Almost looks like there's no bones at all in your fingers and wrists. Everything release out of you. And then let that just go. We're going to add in the lower body. So maybe bring your feet a little closer, and we're going to grip the toes, kind of bounce. Just bouncing a little bit from the knees, hips, and ankles. Your heels may or may not lift up off the floor, just a little bit. As if, I don't know, maybe you were jumping on the bed or jumping on a trampoline. And just let the upper body kind of shake like a rag doll. The knees are soft. And the breath starts to develop with each release down. That breath kind of gets bounced out of you, right? The diaphragm bounces up into the lungs, pushing out that breath. And this creates a really good clearing of your lungs. So it gets any stale air or trapped toxins that kind of sit down in the lower lobes of the lungs to release out. You can shift a little right and left. And in there is no real wrong way of doing this. Just let everything go. If you're holding on tight, that's wrong. Just let everything move along. Skin is kind of sliding around the muscles slide along each other and along the bone. Your internal organs are getting a little workout. And this exercise is really good just to do at any time of the day. You know, the good thing about qigong is you don't need any fancy clothes, you don't need a mat, you don't need to carve out an hour of your day or an hour and a half of your day to do a yoga class. You can just do these exercises throughout your day. Center you can take 5 minutes, put your favorite song on the radio or on your headphones and just do it, you know. Just do another minute or so. About 30 more seconds. And then throw it out. All right, the first time I did this, I started laughing because it tickled so much in my hands. So you might feel a little tickling in your hands, vibration in your hands, tingling. Maybe it's moving up your arms, maybe you feel it in your feet or legs. Don't worry if you don't. The more often you do this, the more of that stimulation you'll start to feel. So getting that blood flow, circulation flowing through your body. You know, as we get older, that circulation is less and less. Just kind of embodying this energy in let your heart come back to a normal rhythm. So nice deep breaths in and out. Good. So we're inhale and exhale. So the next exercise we're going to do is called standing on a boat. So we're just going to open up the spine. So taking your palms, open them up, roll your shoulder blades back and down and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Not too hard. You know, remember these are kind of soft exercises to begin. And then as you exhale, we're going to round the back. So rolling your the back of the wrist together. Inhale as we open, arch the back. Exhale as we close, round the back. Now the feet are going to be your helper with this. So you want to grip the toes as you're inhaling, coming off the heels a little bit. Exhale as you shift back to your heels. Keep your toes suction cupped, but your weight is in the heels as you exhale. Inhale, I'm going to show you from side view. Arching the back, lift up the heart, look to the ceiling. Exhale as we round the back, look down towards your toes. So feel each vertebrae unraveling, opening the back of the spine. Exhale as we open the front of the spine. Inhale and exhale. Now we change it up a little bit. Inhale the arms up, reach the sky. Exhale as we come back and bring the hands in. This is called Phoenix Ascends of Flames. I know, but I like to think of an eagle taking off in flight, spreading its wings, opening up the thoracic spine a little bit more. Exhale as we come back. Let your feet do the work. So it's feet, the waist opens, the arms float. Heels, waist, arms. Inhale, flick, exhale, round, inhale, flick, exhale, round, in, and out. Now taking your hands, palms are up, bring them along the underside of your breast line. So just right under the breast and pull your shoulders back. Your weight is forward into the big toes. As we inhale, we're going to drop down. So you can take your feet a little wider if you'd like. So on the inhale, we're going to drop down like this. Bend the knees, stick the butt back, arch the back. Then as we exhale, you're going to tuck the tail under, roll in the palms of the hands and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Your head comes up last. Let your chin drag along your chest. Open back up, inhale as we drop down. So snake rises out of the grass. You like the names of these exercises? I didn't name them. Inhale, or inhale as you come down. And exhale as you're rolling up. Inhale as we sink down. Exhale to roll up. Inhale. So we're getting the spinal fluid to pump up through the spine and into the brain. So these practices are also benefiting us cognitively, as well as physically, mentally, spiritually. Do one more. Inhale as we sink, pushing through those feet, and exhale as we roll back up. And set. So this sequence that we're practicing today is called the Golden Qiball. We're going to probably only get through half of it. It's 10 exercises, but I'm only going to teach you the first 5. So this is the 5th exercise. Monkey leaps from the tree. It's one of my favorites. So let's just do the arm part. So you're going to take the arms right out in front of you like you're holding a basketball. Shoot the ball into the basket. Let it go. Catch the ball. Okay, so this is the upper body. Lower body's just going to go with it. Reach up, the legs extend, exhale, drop to the heels. Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, inhale, inhale. So let that breath kind of come out of your mouth. When you can open up your mouth a little bit, let it come out of your nose and mouth. So if there's any stuck stale air left in those lungs, it's being released now. Last 2. Last 1. Good, let's clear that out. And set. Good. So because we only have 30 minutes, I'm going to move right into our second practice, which is the 8 Brocades. It's a more commonly well-known practice. If you've ever heard of any qigong practices, that's probably the one you've heard of, the 8 Brocades. So this is to kind of wake us up. So we moved the spine, we got the whole torso kind of alive and well. The organs are nice and happy. So bringing your feet together or a little bit apart, about hip width apart, we're going to lace the fingers. So the 8 brocades, the first brocade is 2 hands hold up the heavens. And again, I didn't name these. So inhale, palms come up to the heart, to the chin, take the palms and float them all the way up over the head. Now lift off the heels onto the toes and then lower, release your fingers. Just flick it out. Inhale as we release again, come up to the chin, flip the palms up, lift up off your heels, flick and lower. So here's our balance part, right? Inhale, come all the way up. Lift, flick. And again, inhale. And release, exhale. And in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. So this is a very simple version of 2 hands hold up the heavens. Now we're going to do one more, and then we're going to add to that. On the inhale, coming up, lift, lower, and reach over to your left. Opening the right side of that body. So you're pulling everything from left over to right. Inhale back through the center, lift, lower, then exhale and reach over to your right side, opening the left side of your body. Pull up. This pulls up and in. Inhale as you come back to the center, lift, lower, then reach again over to your left. Now as you're exhaling, you're pulling everything into the belly. Inhale as you come back up. Lower, exhale as you reach over to the right. Inhale 2 more times, lift, lower, exhale, reach. Inhale back to center, lift, lower, exhale, reach. Inhale back to center, lift, lower. This time, twist. If you need a break with your arms, shake it out, come right back to us. Inhale back to center, pull those hands back, lift up, lower. Now you're going to twist. Inhale, lift, lower, exhale, twist. Back to center, and the inhale, lift, lower, exhale, twist. Inhale back to center, lift, lower, twist 2 more times. Inhale back to center, last one. And exhale, twist. Inhale back to center, lift, lower, and flick it out. Woo, shake out those arms. Very nice. Okay, next one is King removes his sword. We have a couple of options. King removes his sword would be if you have the flexibility to get your hand behind your head and behind your back. King removes his helmet is if you can get your hand behind your back, you can stay here, here, or here. And limited flexibility would just be bringing your hand over your head, okay? So 2 options, and you could always do this, okay? And then spin and twirl. Okay, so we'll set with the right hand behind you, left hand over the head, pull your elbows back. Okay, here's the stretch. So if I was up at a wall, I have my wall right here. I know many of us don't have a wall available, but you would be trying to touch your elbows to the wall, okay? That's the idea. This is a neck opening and shoulder, front to shoulder. So as I pull the elbows back and turn the head, try to keep the head level and just pivoting from a center point. Then inhale, we're going to change the arms. Exhale, pull the elbows back, turn the head, draw the navel to the spine. Tuck your tail under. Inhale, change the arms. Exhale, pull the elbows back, turn the head. Inhale, change the arms. Make a little nice transition. Exhale as we turn the head. See, I could remove my sword and change the arms on the inhale. Exhale, turn the head, elbows back. Inhale, change the arms. Exhale, just turn the head. Inhale, change the arms. Exhale, turn your head. Inhale, change the arms. Exhale, turn the head. Inhale, change the arms. Exhale, turn. Inhale, change. And exhale, turn, navel back. Good. Inhale back to center. Now take the right hand over the top. So I'm doing reverse of you. I get pretty good. Sometimes I mess up though. So right hand's on top, left hand's on the bottom. Your left hand is about at the pubic bone, your right hand is around the diaphragm area. And imagine you have a ball in between your hands. We're going to inhale. You're going to turn the ball. So try to keep the same diameter when you turn the ball. Exhale, close, and squeeze the ball. Okay. Inhale as we open. We're going to turn the ball. Exhale, close, squeeze. Inhale, turn, and exhale, compress. Last one, inhale, turn, and exhale, compress. So this is just kind of playing with your chi. All right. You can play with your chi, I don't care. So on this next one, we're going to stretch it out. So this is called pressing heaven and earth, or separating heaven and earth. So a couple of things I want you to be thinking about is this practice is stretching tendons, ligaments, connective tissue. So palm is open, fingers are extending. Try to extend each and every knuckle as you press the top hand to the ceiling and the bottom hand to the floor. When we come back, hold the ball. Inhale. Turn the ball. Exhale. Separate. Reach, 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 reach. Pressing down with your left hand, palm up with your right. Inhale. There's my 5-minute alarm. Exhale as you reach. Press, open up that side. Inhale, back to center. Turn the ball. Exhale, press and reach. Good. Inhale, back to center. Turn the ball. Exhale and reach. Inhale, back to center. Turn the ball. This last one. And exhale and reach. Good. Inhale, back to center. Turn the ball and hands down and just release the excess. Good. So we're going to do one more. And I'll give myself 5 more minutes. Okay, so this is called gathering the sun to press the earth. So if you can put both hands on the floor without any assistance and keep your legs pretty much straight, good for you. If you can't, grab a couple blocks if you have yoga blocks, or just a couple of books or a big pillow or a cushion, or even a chair if you know you're really tight back in the hamstrings. Okay, so you want to put them down. So I have a pair of blocks. I usually don't use them, but you know, you have 3 different levels to work with. Okay, so you'll want your blocks just in front of your feet, and you'll use that to bring the earth up to you. All right, so 2 breath cycles. The first movement is gathering the sun. So we take the hands and we circle around. Bring that sun into your belly. Pull it in all the way to your kidneys. Now rest your hands on your kidneys. Then you're going to fold forward by pulling your hips back. So it's not this, okay, not this. Pull your hips back and fold. Nice flat back. Then as you get into the flat back, you're going to go into a forward fold. So run your hands down the backs of your legs to your blocks, floor, or pillow, or chair, and press. Drop your head. Release your neck, release your shoulders. Let your shoulders pop up towards your hips. Your ears and head drop down towards your fingers. Now, release the block and bend your knees. Inhale as you roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. So this is for us beginners or anybody with a bad back. You're going to roll up that way. Okay. If we have a stronger back, you're doing yoga, you know how to use your core muscles. This is for you. Here we go. Inhale, gather the sun, bring it into the kidneys. This is 1 long breath. You can split it into 2 if you need to. Then fold forward, pull your hips back, find that flat back first. Then draw your hands down the backs of your legs. Palm the floor of your blocks, release your shoulders. So level 2, if you're our level 1, just roll up. Level 2, bring your arms out in front of you. Pull your belly in as you rise up. Reach up to the sky and then bring your hands down the front of your body and you look over to your right. That's going to help release any head rush, you know, where the blood flows back up to the head. So this is kind of pushing that down. So hopefully you won't feel dizzy anymore. Just look over your left shoulder if you do. All right, here we go. Gather the sun. Kidneys hold, exhale, flat back to forward fold, to press the earth, to release your head. Inhale, come up, either way, rolling up with soft knees or lifting up using your core muscles, and then exhale, draw down, look left shoulder, down the left shoulder. Good, inhale, do that again, gather the sun. Exhale, fold, bring those hips back as your heart comes forward, draw back down the legs, press the earth, release your head. Inhale, come up the way you come up, all the way up, arms over the head, then exhale down the front. Good. Last one, gather. All the way back, exhale, fold. There's our time. Inhale, pulling up. And exhale, set. Excellent. Inhale to clear. Exhale. So inhale as you look to your right. Exhale, looking down over your left. Inhale. And join your hands together. Bringing your arms down, hands in front of heart. Being in the present moment. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this was worth getting up for. Yay. And I'll see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We can do this. Just about, you know, it's not hard. Yay! Yes, Maureen got here. Yay! All right, guys. Bye. Love you all. We'll see you tomorrow, Jerry and Bob.